I would like to take the time to tell you about our daughter Adeline and the people who helped save her. Glendale Fire E-153 performed a miracle procedure on Adeline, which doctors are now saying saved her life. How do you thank someone for that? We are hoping this letter will at least have them recognized for the love and passion for their job.
Do your silly face. He wants to see it.
On January 22nd, Adeline fell off of a trampoline and hit her head on concrete.
The crew immediately recognized that Adeline was in grave danger, and they quickly reacted. They identified the fact that she had a closed head injury, which basically means that she was bleeding inside of her skull.
Since the ambulance is here and it's not rush hour, we can beat the helicopter. So we, Louie and Josh, put Adeline in a KEDS board. KEDS board is like a spinal immobilization, but for kids. And we just scooped her up, put her on the gurney, and left the scene going towards Phoenix Children's Hospital.
She was rushed to Phoenix Children's Hospital where they found severe bleeding and swelling on the right side of her brain. She was rushed into emergency surgery where they removed the right part of her skull. And then she was in ICU for 6 days where they monitored her. They wouldn't say whether or not she was going to make it.
What the EMTs did for our daughter saved her life. It's called an IO, which is like an intravenous IV straight into the bone marrow, and they decided to do that on the way to the hospital, and if they wouldn't have done that, she wouldn't have made it.
She had 55 staples on the right side of her head. She did a week of rehab, and then they released her to go home. She went home wearing a helmet because she was missing the right side of her skull. She then had her second surgery on April 17th, where they replaced the right side of her skull, sent her home with another 52 staples, and now she'll have a follow-up appointment on August 4th.
I had a shirt that, for some reason, when I had them made, it was my first batch of shirts when I first got hired. They forgot to put the name. I believe it was the title or something. It was just the emblem. So I kept it in my closet for over 10 years, and I just felt that maybe that's why I kept it. I mean, so I fabricated a little t-shirt for the teddy bear, and I thought it was appropriate for her.
Well, while she was in ICU, one of the firemen showed up at the ICU room to check on Adeline, and he said that he knew that her injury was really severe and he wanted to follow up because they never get to see the outcome.
I have kids of my own, and it just meant like it was the right thing to do. I mean, it wasn't for me, it was for my crew and the department, and just something that maybe she can remember, because she touched my heart and she touched my crew's heart, and it means a lot.
We would like Glendale Fire to be recognized for their quick actions during Adeline's call, as this little miracle is here because of them.
I can't even begin to put it in words. Like I've told the family, very, very seldom, if ever, do we see the outcome of our efforts, and to know that we were able to help keep this family intact and keep the family together. I mean, there was a lot of facets involved, obviously, a lot of different people involved, but we're just a small link, and just to know that we don't need the recognition, but to know that we made an impact and little Adeline was running around with no deficits, that's what it's all about. That's why we love our job.